What if that check engine light, limp mode, rough idle, or bad fuel mileage isn't a mechanical failure at all, but just a confused computer? And what if fixing it costs nothing and takes less than 30 minutes in your driveway? That's exactly why most shops don't talk about this. Today, I'm showing you 4 diesel reset tricks that solve many of the most common problems on diesel vehicles built in the last 20 years. Do these correctly, and you could avoid a $200 to $500 diagnostic bill and stop buying parts you don't actually need. One of these resets, the transmission reset, must be done carefully, or it can make things worse. I'll explain exactly when to use it and when not to. Let's start with the reset that saves the most money. Reset number 1, ECU engine computer. Reset your diesel engine is always learning. The engine computer, called the ECU, monitors how you drive, fuel quality, sensor signals, battery voltage, and how components wear over time. Based on that data, it constantly adjusts fuel delivery, idle speed, turbo boost, and shift behavior. That works great when everything is perfect. But over time, especially if you bought the vehicle used, the ECU can learn bad information. This often happens after weak or replaced batteries, bad fuel, temporary sensor faults, lots of short trips, repairs that were already fixed. The computer keeps compensating for problems that no longer exist. When that happens, the symptoms feel serious. Check engine light, loss of power, rough idle, poor fuel mileage, limp mode. Most people go straight to a shop. The shop plugs in a scanner and charges $150 to $300 just to read codes, then starts recommending sensors or parts that may not actually be bad. Here's what they don't tell you. A simple ECU reset clears all that bad learned data and forces the computer to start fresh. This will not fix broken parts, but it does fix software glitches, old adaptive settings, and temporary faults that cause a huge number of diesel issues. How to reset the ECU correctly. Turn the engine off and remove the key completely. Open the hood and locate the battery. Disconnect the negative battery cable first. Then disconnect the positive cable. Wait 15 to 30 minutes. This step is critical. The ECU holds electrical charge even after the battery is disconnected. If you rush this, the reset won't work. Do not touch the battery cables together. That old trick does nothing and can damage electronics. Reconnect the positive cable first, then the negative. Sit in the driver's seat and turn the key to the on position. But don't start the engine. Wait 30 seconds. Start the engine and let it idle for 5 to 10 minutes without touching the gas. Drive gently for 10 to 20 minutes. Avoid hard acceleration for the next 50 to 100 kilometers. What this reset fixes: clears glitch-based check engine lights, resets fuel and air learning, restores turbo boost behavior, improves idle, power, and fuel mileage. If the light stays off, the problem was software related. If it comes back, that's actually good. It means there's a real issue that truly needs repair. This reset works on every diesel engine, regardless of brand, and it costs nothing. Reset number 2, DPF regeneration. Reset the $thousands save. If you drive a modern diesel, this reset can save you more money than almost anything else. The DPF, diesel particulate filter, traps soot from the exhaust to meet emissions rules. Over time, that soot must be burned off in a process called regeneration. When regen works properly, you never notice it. When it doesn't, problems show up fast. Warning lights, loss of power, poor fuel mileage, heavy, sluggish engine feel. Limp mode. This is when many owners panic and go to the dealer, only to be told the DPF has failed and needs replacement. Cost? $2,000 to $4,000. Here's the truth most owners never hear. In many cases, the DPF isn't damaged. It's just full of soot because it never completed regeneration. Short trips, traffic, idling, and shutting the engine off too soon interrupt the process. Eventually, the computer gives up and turns on warning lights. Method 1. Highway Regen. Find a safe stretch of highway. Drive at a steady 40 to 50 miles per hour. Keep RPM between 2,000 and 2,500. Drive without stopping for 15 to 30 minutes. No idling, no traffic lights, no shutting the engine off. You may notice hot smells, cooling fans running, or changes in fuel mileage. That's normal. The soot is burning off. When Regen finishes, warning lights turn off and power returns. Method 2. Static Regen if supported. Check your owner's manual first. Not all vehicles support this. General process. Park in a safe open area. Engine running. Hold the brake pedal. Press the gas pedal fully for 2 seconds. Release both pedals. The engine will raise idle for 10 to 15 minutes. Smoke is normal. Do not shut the engine off. When finished, idle returns to normal and warning lights clear. What this reset does: clears soot buildup, restores power, prevents limp mode, avoids unnecessary DPF replacement. Reset number 3, MAF sensor, clean and reset, the $200 save. The MAF sensor tells the ECU how much air is entering the engine. That data controls fuel injection. Diesel engines produce soot and oily vapors that slowly coat the sensor, throwing off readings. Symptoms include rough idle, black smoke, sluggish throttle response, weak power, poor fuel economy. Shops often replace the sensor for $180 to $250. In most cases, it just needs cleaning. How to clean it properly: disconnect the negative battery cable. Locate the MAF between the air filter and turbo inlet. Unplug and remove it. Use only MAF cleaner, no brake or carb cleaner. Spray from about 4 inches away. Do not touch or wipe the sensor. Let it air dry for 10 minutes. Reinstall it, leave the battery disconnected for 15 minutes, then reconnect. Let the engine idle for 5 minutes, then drive normally. Results are usually immediate: smoother idle, better power, less smoke, improved mileage. Reset number 4, transmission. Reset, do this carefully. Modern transmissions learn how you drive. Over time, bad data can cause harsh shifts, delayed shifting, gear hunting. This reset only helps software-related issues, not physical damage. When to use it: rough or jerky shifts. Problems after battery replacement: how to do it. Engine off. Key to on position. Press gas pedal fully for 20 to 30 seconds. Release pedal. Turn key off. Start engine normally. Drive gently for the next 50 to 100 kilometers. If shifts improve, it worked. If not, further diagnosis is needed. Resets are powerful tools. They don't replace real repairs, but they prevent unnecessary ones. Before spending money on diagnostics or parts, always rule out simple resets first. Many diesel problems feel serious, but they're caused by confused computers, not broken engines. Now you know the 4 diesel resets that can save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars. If you learned something new today, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a tip that could save your wallet. Drop a comment below and tell me, which reset are you going to try first? Or if you've already tried one, share your experience. It helps other diesel owners avoid costly mistakes. Remember, resets don't replace real repairs, but they often fix problems that feel serious but aren't. Rule out the simple fixes before you pay a mechanic. Thanks for watching.